Okay, we're going to upload a new Pew Sheet onto the Ripon Cathedral website. So you've logged in and you come to this page, the dashboard. And what we're going to do first is go to Ripon Cathedral in the top left, visit site. Because what we're going to do, we're just going to go and grab something into the clipboard before we do anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a previous Pew Sheet. So I've gone into News and Events, and you can see from the drop down a couple have appeared. So I'm going to just click on one to open it, and that will just take us to last week's. Now what I want within this, I'm just going to go to Edit Post at the top on the black menu, click on Edit Post, because I need to get round the back of it just to borrow a bit of this page for our new page that we'll be creating in a moment. And I'm going to go where it says Visual and Text here on the right. I'm going to click on Text. And what I want is this bottom bit that starts and ends with iframe. It's that paragraph that contains the code that we will need. So right click, copy. So I've copied that to the clipboard. What I want to do now is I'm going to go to the top, to the black menu again, hover over New, and I'm going to do a new post. So I'm clicking on Post. And in just a moment, so I'm going to add new post here at the top. I'm going to edit a title here, so I'm going to put Pew Sheet. This one will be the 22nd of March 2015. I'm putting the date in simply because there's an archive and we'll be doing these probably next year as well. It just means that it's not confusing when we come to look through later. Right, I've now clicked in the main box here. I'm going to add media because I'm going to just add the new Pew Sheet. We don't have it in our media library, so I need to click on Upload Files. So I'm clicking on that, and I need to get the Pew Sheet. So it's been emailed to me. I've saved it on the computer, so I'm going to click on Select Files, and I've saved it here, Pew Sheet 22nd of March 2015.pdf. I'm going to simply click Open. So that is uploading it up here in the blue, this little blue tick. It's uploading the new Pew Sheet. And when it's finished, I can't do it until it's finished. Now it's finished, I can go to the bottom right hand corner, Insert into Post. So click on that, and in just a moment that will appear there. So that has appeared. We're still in text mode. I'm going to just carriage return a couple of times, and then underneath I'm going to right click, paste as plain text. Do you remember in the clipboard we copied that little paragraph from the previous Pew Sheet page? Well, we're going to paste that in, and what we need to do now is we need to change the path, HTTP path, bound by these speech marks. That's the old Pew Sheet, and what we've just put in on the page is directly above it. So I need to click and drag. Just want to get that bit there between the speech marks. So I need to copy that code, and then I'm going to select the equivalent underneath between these speech marks, right click, paste as plain text. You can see there now the same. So if I go to visual mode here on the right, instead of text, click visual, what will be now happening on the page, it just takes a moment to come up, hopefully. Come on, yes. So at the top there's a downloadable link in green, Pew Sheet 22nd March 2015, and this grey box underneath will be the scrollable window. There's just a couple of things we need to do. We have actually nearly finished. I'm just going to scroll down. Under categories, this is published as news, which means it will go onto the front page and show up in the news menu as well. And I'm going to put a tag in here to say it's a Pew Sheet. The final thing to do, I'm just going down to the bottom, is to set a featured image. It's quite nice to do this, it looks better. As we're in Lent, you can put any picture in here. It just means that it's a little bit nicer and means that there is something comes up as a graphic when people are clicking. Looking through here, as it's Lent, I'm actually going to pick the same Lent banner that we had last week. So I'm just going to click on this. But it could be any picture, to be honest. It's just nice to have something at the top of the page. I'm going to set featured image in the bottom right hand corner. And that's just having a little think. You can see that little Lent thing has come up. It isn't completely necessary. You can post without doing that. It just makes it look a little bit nicer. But if you're short of time, don't worry about that last finishing touch. So what I'm going to do now is click Publish. And you can see this circle going round and round tells us that that's what it is doing. Just takes a moment or so to do. And when we've done it, the last thing will be to actually look at it and just check. So when it's published, we could preview it up here in the top right hand corner. And on the way, if you're not sure what you're doing, you can save a draft as you're going if you get and come back to it later. Right, it thinks it's done it. It says post published, so let's click View Post where it says up here, just to see what the page looks like. And this is how it comes up. It has a header that says Lent. The title, Pew Sheet, 22nd March 2015. And here we are. Here is the scrollable window in there. And that's how we do it.